They both are really funny.
Good idea.
They just go with the flow. It's the Hershey and Keegs show.
Catcher Mike Keegan. Every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live from the Governor's Comedy Club radio studio. Thanks so much for listening.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday night, 7 p.m. We are early tonight. It's the last early show before we go back to 9 o'clock.
Correct.
We are here. It's the Hershey and Keegs show.
It is.
From the front of your nuts to the back of your butts.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like
We're
that.
going to have a little party here.
We are going to have a little nut and butt party.
A little nut and butt party.
I
Nuts
like
and
that.
butts.
Nuts and butts, baby.
Shake your nuts and rub your butts.
What's up, buddy?
Not too much. How are you?
God damn, I hate it when we're off for a week. It's
I
just
know.
like, forget it. Like I lost my puppy
And
for
I
2
also,
weeks.
yeah, and I also know that the show's going to go by so quickly because we have so much to catch up on.
So fucking much to talk about.
Goodness. I can't think of anything.
Nothing. I got nothing. We'll start the show by talking about a very big day in all of our lives. Mike Keegan's birthday was the other day. He
Ooh.
turned 40 on Sunday.
40, big 4-0 on Sunday. Yep, that's right.
You celebrated with your family. You had a comedy show here with Jeff Bosey. You had a lot going on. Did it meet your expectations is my question.
It exceeded them.
It did.
It exceeded them. I had a great birthday weekend. Friday night we had the big show here at Governor's on the patio.
You, Carrie Carvis, Carrie Carvis, as it said on the flyer, right?
Carrie Carvis closed it out. It was me, Jeff Bosey,
Killer.
Carla hosted.
That's a lot of show.
And there's more. We had pork chop.
Pork
Chops was here.
Okay, who's that?
He's a comedian.
Oh, okay.
He's out of Boston, right?
And I think he's in this. I think he's a Brooklyn guy.
But
he might
Brooklyn
originally
guy.
be.
Oh yeah, okay.
Nice guy. He's kind of starting out, but his cousin is Little Mo Mozzarella.
Oh, okay, so, good. So you had
some pork chops and mozzarella.
Pork chops and mozzarella.
Pork chops was here.
Yeah.
We had Luke Piccioni. I don't know how to say his last name.
Yeah,
but
you don't have to.
But it sounds like a delicious Italian
his
dish.
name, just looking at it, stands for itself. You don't need to say it.
He did a great job. He plays the guitar.
Yes, he
I love
does.
that guy. He's a nice guy.
Yep.
He did great. The great Allie Walker, who's
Wow.
recently engaged, stopped down.
Wow.
Tony's daughter.
Tony's daughter.
Very proud of her.
Him and
That's
Rich
right.
and JJ together share that custody.
And we had a great show. It was a great crowd.
Good.
Fun show. Sunday.
Good.
We culminated at a nice dinner with the family and some my aunts and uncles and cousins, and we had just gotten back from vacation.
Yeah,
too. We went away for a couple days. We were in Wildwood, New Jersey.
That was wild.
It was pretty wild. It wasn't as wild as last time I was there. Last time I was there, we went after my prom in high school. Mm-hmm. I drank 62 beers.
And that was a lot of hand jobs from boys.
That's correct.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
He had, my dad bought me 2 30-packs of Budweiser.
Yes, he did.
He goes, "This is for you and all your friends."
I love him.
I didn't give one beer to any of my friends.
None.
I drank all 62
You just
beers.
guzzled them.
And ended up on the boardwalk.
Yes, you did.
In boxer shorts and a cutoff T-shirt with angel wings on.
I love this.
Oh, it was the best. This time was a little bit different, though.
And how was it different?
I was completely naked this time.
Nude.
Now we were with the family.
Yeah.
We did amusement parks and water parks.
Right.
And it was fun.
I have to say, listen, I'm happy it was your birthday. I sent you I wrote a nice greeting on Facebook. I don't know how much you know of this or not, but there was some discussion at some point of trying to plan something. I don't know.
I heard
to the extent of it.
I heard some mumblings and whispers.
I'll just tell you that pretty much every person that you deal with in your life are certifiably insane.
100%.
Because
every area of my life.
Yeah.
Home, relationship,
there was an attempt for a coup, and it just didn't happen, and I couldn't be more happy.
Good.
That it didn't.
I probably couldn't be more happy either, because I'm like,
yeah,
because they were telling me that they were gonna have like my friends and family.
Oh, it was a clusterfuck of
I'm like, I don't want these people around my family.
Right. Mm-hmm.
freaking maniacs.
It was a clusterfuck of epic proportion, and I'm glad it didn't happen, and I'm glad I didn't have to see you on your birthday.
I'm glad,
but I do love you, and
I would have liked to see you.
This is good enough.
Nice
we see each other like some Tuesdays every month, and for me it's fine. For Tony, it's fine. So happy birthday!
Thank you very much.
That was an important life marker.
Yeah.
I had a life marker. Not only did my oldest daughter, Samantha, go back to college, but my little baby girl, Anna Grace, she started her freshman year at Binghamton the other day as well.
Another proud moment in Papa Herschy.
Yeah. So I told her I'd give her a little pop, and I would mention that she has, she's in a great living situation with, it's her and 4 girls that they've become like, they just hit the ground. You know how like we first met at Governor's Comedy Club like 11 years ago, and we were borderline like obsessed with each other.
Yeah.
Well, these girls are the cutest little things. They go to eat together. They go to different functions, ice cream socials, probably keggers, probably things of that nature. What I don't know about.
I'm sure they don't.
But I will tell you that I promised little Anna Banana that we're going to give a shout out to my little baby Anna, Marina, Emma, Jessica, and Juliana.
Juliana?
Yeah, not your daughter, Juliana, a different one.
She's only 8.
Isn't it interesting that all their names end in A? I think that was some sort of a secret coup that they had there. But the A girls, the ends with A girls.
Oh, they call themselves the A girls or the A team?
The A team. The A team. They pity the fools.
They do pity the fools.
So
is one
let's
of them
give a little
African
shout
American?
out to those girls. No, they're just regular.
They're just regular, Mark.
They're regular.
Just a bunch of regular girls.
They're great kids, and I just, they're going to be watching now every single week for the next 4 years on Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
There's nothing else more important to them than watching this show.
100%.
Not a kegger, not anything. Frat parties, sorority parties.
Maybe they'll put it on at the frat parties and we'll get some following from the Binghamton fraternities.
Herschy and the Keegs.
Yeah,
Herschy
exactly.
and the Keegs. And there'll be like people doing
we'll go do some appearances.
What do you call those? Ice luges and stuff like that?
Yep.
Yeah, so let's a little shout out for the girls. Thank you for watching and listening and supporting. And take care of my baby girl.
Take care of those little
Anna Banana.
And if you're looking for a 40-year-old roommate to keep an eye on things,
right? For our 40-year-old virgin, and it's not just the movie, kids.
That's right.
It's not just the movie. Yeah. So that happened. There's been so much that happened. I don't even know where to start actually because I've been making notes, tons of notes. One of the things that that we've been talking about, which we've been doing the last couple of shows when we didn't have guests on, is branching out a little bit. Little current events type of thing. Yeah. People like hearing about you and me and Tony and things of that nature, and we'll still do that because we do want to cater to our people who want to know about us and what goes on in our lives.
We owe it to them.
We owe it to them because they invest in us. We're going to return it back to them.
Exactly.
Okay, but there are certain things that happen in the news that people want to know. Hey, what do Herschy and the Keegs think about what happened here or in Chechnya or in Herschy or something like that. Hershkovina, that's right.
Hershey vagina.
That's correct as well. So I wanted to know when I heard this happen the other day. So and you're better with history type of stuff. And
I was a history political science major.
You were poli-sci. So you were a poli-sci major.
Yeah. I was also the treasurer of the history club.
What do you think about the plane? There's a plane in Russia that goes down, it explodes, and the person in it is the same guy who tried to take over the Russian government from Vladimir Putin. Is that correct?
Yeah, just completely coincidental.
Do you know what his name is? Because I wrote it down.
I don't know his name.
His name is Prigozhin. So
doesn't he own a pizza place up near Binghamton?
Yeah, Prigozhin Kemislaw. He owns Pizza. He died in a plane crash. Yeah. No, it was Max's favorite basketball player, Kristaps Prigozhin.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
No, so Prigozhin goes down, and the first thing that I start watching on CNN and things like that, and the media is like, well, I wonder if Putin had anything to do with it. And
so you think this smells a little fishy?
I mean, it's just almost idiotic to the point where people are questioning. Planes don't just blow up out of nowhere.
There might be some cahoots involved.
There was something going on here, a little bit fishy, okay?
Yeah.
And I just love it. Like, the first press conference, they asked Putin, like, hey, Vladimir, did you have anything to do with this explosion? Why would you ask me that? What do you mean?
Why does he sound like Dracula? Dracula.
What do you mean? 1, 2, 3, boom!
How many people dead? 1.
Why would I kill that? Why would I kill this bastard who was going to blow me up?
Exactly, yeah.
Right? I mean, like, I don't understand
He's
why.
known to poison people that oppose him.
He poisons people. He subway toxicity. Where
exactly. He's like, well, at least I don't do the shit the Clintons do.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I'm like, that shit's just obvious.
So, would you agree wholeheartedly that this had happened? That he blew up the plane?
I think it does smell a little fishy to me.
It smells a little bit of.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
You will get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, Tony just walked
left.
out.
This show's no longer being produced. Is everything okay? Someone's knocking on the door.
Yeah, don't talk about Vladimir
Somebody's
Putin.
ringing the bell.
Don't talk. You guys talking about Vladimir
Putin? Do me a favor. Open the door.
Let him in.
Oh, wow. We're like good.
Yeah,
we can sing together.
Pretty good. We harmonize.
Well, the last time, I'm just trying to think. The times when someone has come in during a show, it was, let's see, my birthday surprise.
Your entire family.
Carla bursted in about some sort of your car was running because you got too hopped up on sake and you left your car running. Okay, you got hopped up on sake across the parking lot.
I was all sakied up.
And Joe Fridella had brought us $40 worth of lemonade.
Correct.
So that we were all urinating for an hour and a half after straight. Right?
I'm still peeing.
Yeah.
But that lemonade was delicious.
It was really yummo.
Yeah. The lemon people.
Yeah. What? No, the lemon life.
The lemon life.
Yeah.
Yep. I keep calling them the lemon people.
No, that's because you always wanted to be.
No, those are the people that gave me the sake.
That's right. No,
It's
you always
yellow.
wanted to be dressed as a lemon with the village people.
That's true.
That was your dream all the time. But but we haven't always had a home run when that door has opened though.
No,
so
very rarely.
When I see Tony gimp over to the door, I get a little bit nervous.
I do. Nothing good. Nothing good's on the other side.
Nothing
of that
good
door.
ever. But
so nothing good's on this side of the door really either.
But
though,
you're dressed nicely today. Why are you wearing?
Thank you, because I didn't go home from work today.
Oh,
I have a day job. I don't know.
Damn, I hate when you confess that to people.
I know. Yeah. Like, what?
You were car shopping. You came.
I was car shopping,
your,
so I went. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went car shopping right after work, and then I had to shoot over here because they made me wait an hour and a half.
Yeah. So you didn't get a car, but you came here. Here's what I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to tell you guys that Mike and I did something before the show that we've never done before, and it was in his car. That doesn't sound good.
Whoa, hey now.
I didn't even mean to.
I hope your daughter's not still listening.
No, we've done that in the car before. Yeah. But what we did was, let's just say that that we had a little idea for a little. What do you want to call it?
A skit. A little skit. Yeah.
Yeah. We did a little skitting before we came in.
We skitted in my car.
We
skit.
We expect this to be the thing that takes us to the top finally.
Yeah.
And I know where you're like, well, you're already at the top. Well, we're not at the very top.
Some may think.
Right. It appears that we're on the top because the way we carry ourselves and the fact that people ogle all over us all the time. But this is going to take us to a level.
Exactly.
I think, I'm all kidding aside. I think it's gonna be viral.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Rogan then us, and we're about to take that top.
We're about to take that.
Yeah.
We're about to take it, so you look out for that.
Yeah,
please.
we got something coming for you.
Yeah, I definitely want to look. So that was one story. The other story, and again, I don't know how topical this is, but I have been, like we talk, you and I, about crawling down rabbit holes. We crawl down Norm Macdonald rabbit holes.
When you crawled down my rabbit hole in the car before the show?
That was so cute, so fuzzy. It was like a little tail, but it wasn't really. So adorable. Yeah. I'm like, is that a tail? What is that?
Yeah,
anyway, so this is the most recent rabbit hole that I've been on for like the past, I'd say, solid week. Is a story. I guess the website or the page is called The Soft White Underbelly.
Dude, I'm so obsessed with that.
So the Soft White Underbelly basically reports, Tony, on bizarre family stories, things
bizarre
of that
families, prostitutes, drug addicts, and they interview them while they're still going through
what's happening. And you would think that this was just a documentary shot only in Levittown, but it is not. It's not in Levittown at all.
I know.
It's not. It's all over the country.
I know. It's East Meadow and Westbury.
East Meadow, Bethpage, parts of Wantaw, the south side, obviously.
Yeah.
But
not the Jewish area.
No, not that fancy area. Yeah. This particular story that I've been in what's the word? Infatuated with.
Infested?
I'm infested. There's bugs all over me while I'm watching it. They're called the Whitaker family.
Oh my
God! Now, a lot
yeah.
of you watching, I don't know, there's probably 15 to 25,000 probably. A lot of you are familiar with this family, and essentially, they're a family that has been around the is it West Virginia area?
Yeah,
the
Ozark region of West Virginia.
West Virginia, and
the
they
Ozarks,
are. The Ozark area, yeah. They're considered to be the most inbred, incestuous family in the United States of America.
South of Levittown.
Not including the Levittown Lanes area. That's right. Not including Tri-County. Right. Not including in front of Inazumi.
Exactly.
So this family in the in this area, and it tracks down to first cousins breeding, essentially. That's the start of it, okay? First cousins. So essentially, let's just say that Keegan had intercourse with Tim Rollins, and they had babies.
Hypothetically.
Let's just say that. Exactly. This would be the situation.
That would be the offspring.
Yeah, exactly.
Every person in that family looks like a possum.
It's just remarkable.
An opossum?
They are... Forget about the looks. Basically you got one eye going this way, one eye going that way, and the house is in total shambles. So for me, I'm always like, how do they just do the daily functions of washing dishes and washing clothes and cleaning things? They don't. Their place is just, it's an abandoned, but not shithole.
But they still live there, and it's disgusting.
But
I like the one guy that doesn't talk.
Oh, no. So, and it's like a bark. It's like, a sweet bark, you know?
It's adorable.
It's adorable. I just want to not touch him because I'll definitely get scabies, but if I could touch him, I would really squeeze him very hard, though. Yeah. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
I was working on it. Mine's not that good. Yeah. So what's happened is these soft white underbelly people have now, they interviewed them, they keep in touch with them, and they actually raised money for them.
Yeah.
So some of the disgustingness of the house, they've made improvements. Like they gave them a roof with the improvements.
They have a roof now. They have a roof. Right?
They have a car. And like he'll come in, and somehow the guy, the interviewer, manages to communicate with him pretty well.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Like Ray,
I agree.
I see that.
I agree. President Putin was involved in
That's right. But he'll come in and he'll say like, "Hey Ray, it looks like the new washer dryer's working." And he'll, right?
Yeah,
and he'll be like, "Oh, so you don't like using the dryer because it's too..." Yeah. And then he'll say like, "Take me to see the new car," and like he takes him into like the tumbleweeds and shows him.
No, exactly.
Right?
Showing him a tour of the car.
Yeah.
By bark chirping.
He bark chirps them. But they look
really a 357 Hemi in that
thing. And then some of them are actually communicative. Like a couple of the females can actually hold somewhat of a conversation.
Yeah, they can.
But you just fuck is wrong with you? It's what makes me nervous about it is that we see outwardly what's wrong with them, but they must have some severe physical problems.
Absolutely. And then they're not living past 50 years old.
And that's another thing is that they look like they're in their 70s,
they're
but
not.
They're not, though. They're not, which makes it very, very sad. But they all seem to be existing.
They make it work.
Yeah, they make it work.
They make it work.
I think that the soft white underbelly, there's no reason why this shouldn't become a regular Netflix series.
Yeah, so just some of the stuff is, I guess, a little too much, maybe, or too disturbing,
yeah.
too right in their face.
Let's hear it.
Just when they're interviewing prostitutes that are currently addicted to heroin, and not even so much with the Whitaker family.
Yeah,
but like they're interviewing.
Is there Whitaker prostitutes?
Whitaker prostitutes.
You want to bang me? Yeah,
that's how it is.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's good.
But I don't know. They're just like super in these people's faces,
right?
And I think that a lot of people criticize them for trying to
goad them to bait them into telling their stories.
Yeah, you're what do you? I don't know, something.
You're goading them. There was one guy who claimed to be Jim Morrison's son.
Oh my God, you see that
guy was
shit?
phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
He's like, yeah, man, I'm the LA woman. He's
like, I don't know. Maybe Janis Joplin's my mom too. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's like, he doesn't have a tooth in his mouth.
Yeah.
He's just disheveled. He's totally, just a wreck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And almost like it would be more believable if you said that he was part of the Whitaker family.
I think
right?
he is. If he starts
Tony,
barking.
can you do a little research on the Whitakers next time so you can have some involvement in this conversation? Yeah,
We should
Whitakers.
follow up on the Whitakers and do like a weekly Whitaker.
Tony, you look like you could belong. Tony could fit with the Whitakers.
So I have my teeth. What are you
Tony,
talking
Yeah,
about?
no,
seriously.
Tony, just to give us a one.
Well, all right. Well, let me. I've never seen this, so I have
Just
no
give
idea.
us a.
Oh,
Oh,
that's Blue's Clues. That's Blue's Clues.
Wow.
I did Blue's
You just said
That was a really good
no,
Blue's Clues.
That was I want turnips for dinner in
Yeah,
Whitaker
exactly,
language.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Tony, that's
Pretty good.
Only for you guys would I do something like that.
Yeah, that was good. Thank you, Tony.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank
And thank you for
Thank
wearing the Hershey and Keegs shirt today, also, by
Yeah.
the way.
Tuesday.
So the Whitakers, we're gonna maybe
Let's
become
follow up
executive
and maybe the
producers.
people that are lit. Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe we can get them on
Yeah.
the show.
yeah, we could do that. Another story that that we were talking about, or I don't know if I was talking about it, or if I was just thinking about talking to you about it, was it came out in the New York Post today that there has been recently a Chinese couple from China. You know the story?
No.
Oh, you just laughed at Chinese people?
Chinese people.
Yeah.
They make me laugh.
I figured you would laugh at that. So basically, for 4 years, these Chinese people have. What's wrong with this guy? For 4 years, it's a 24-year-old and a 26-year-old. So a husband and wife in China have quote unquote flummoxed Dr. Liu Hongmei, and the reason
I would
why
love
is
to hear them say flummoxed, by the way.
not flummoxed, flummoxed. They have flummoxed Dr. Liu Hongmei because the couple was trying for 4 years to procreate. They were trying to make a baby, okay? And
But they just had to keep throwing them away because they were female?
That's not what happened.
Don't
did
they
not,
throw them in the river now?
That's what. If they would have had the females, they would have done
Yeah,
that.
okay.
But they
They just
didn't.
didn't have
They
anything.
didn't have that. So essentially, they were going through all the possible things that would stop a couple from procreating. They were checking sperm. They were checking uterine walls. They were checking ovaries and things like that.
Did they check his cream of some young guy?
They checked his some young boy. They checked all of that, and what they were doing is they were causing, and I quote, they were causing family stress. They were causing a lot of different issues to the family until eventually the female had explained to Dr. Liu Hongmei that she was having a lot of pain during this process, a lot of pain through the process. So Dr. Liu Hongmei gave me
Like, may you hung, may not.
right. He didn't hung. Maybe that was the problem. He didn't hung me. So he did the investigation, and he found out that she was a virgin. Okay? She was a virgin.
Yeah.
And then upon further investigation, the 26-year-old husband was placing his egg roll in the wrong area, essentially.
Ooh, he was giving it in the poo-poo platter.
Yeah, he was giving. That's right. So essentially,
Which is her maiden name.
right. That's right. And my bar mitzvah name as well. So they found out that he was.
Intentionally, or was he just missing?
No, the quote was he in all of his years as a physician had never seen a couple so lacking in general knowledge. It's very rare, is what he said.
You should come over to my house.
That's hilarious. That's so good. Yeah, so he found out that that they were not attempting to do it the proper way.
Really?
And then once he explained to them, these two fucking idiots,
This kid, like, right away?
they were like pregnant within like 2 weeks. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And then the baby was born.
And then she's like, "Can you just put it in my butt again, though?"
Yeah.
I felt pretty good.
The baby was born, and they got hit by a bus. The two people. Yeah, that's what happened. No, I'm just kidding. The baby wasn't born.
The baby was
but isn't
born,
that
and then
totally incredible? You know, like that.
That's unbelievable. Yeah,
know.
she doesn't realize that she has two entrances.
And from what I hear, maybe more. I don't even know.
I want to know how the doctor showed them.
And,
to do.
I would love to have been a fly on that wall.
The baby looks like the doctor.
Well, all these years
I would have
later,
loved to be a fry on that wall.
That's right. We'll find out in 27 years that the baby turned out to be a doctor. That's right. But isn't that like? I mean,
that is wild.
Well, how does that go down? Like,
It's
hey,
such
you stupid fucking asshole.
It's such an innocent story, though.
It really is, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, stop putting it in her ass. Stop putting it in her ass.
He knew the guy. He knew the whole time. He was just
Yeah.
like, hey.
You know what it was, though?
Oh, sorry.
You know.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Right. You know what it probably was? It was probably like a fucking like a breezeway in the front end. He's like, this ain't gonna work. I'll stick it in her ass. 4 years.
Because they're so small.
4 years I get out of that. Yeah. Isn't that?
This might be a good time to point out that your daughter is watching, and she says, "Hi, Dad."
Oh,
Hi, Anna
boy.
Banana.
Oh boy. So there goes that roommate situation.
Keith Dunn says, "Holy shit, Mike's on time."
Yeah.
John Castiglio says, "Hirsch."
That's my man. Those are my high school boys.
Johnny
Castiglio and Dunn.
Castigs. Johnny Castigs.
And then Eric Bleeman says, "Tell Mike Keegan high pitch says hi."
Hey, High Pitch.
High
That's
Pitch Eric from the Howard Stern Show.
Hello, buddy.
Hey, Eric.
Very
What's going
nice.
on, buddy? Eric, do you want to be a guest on our show one time? If you want to, just text back on that little thread there. We'll have you on as a
Eric,
guest.
he's got my personal number, so give me a text if you want to come on.
Where does High
Love
Pitch live? In Queens?
He's in.
Brooklyn?
Last I knew, he was in Queens.
Yeah. High Pitch, if you want to come into the studio, we'll give you some gas money to come in. Or
We used to have a lot. We used to have a lot of fun. Me and Eric. We used to hang out at Dangerfields a lot together. We hung out. We hung out with Jacob DeGrom one night.
I remember that picture
Yeah,
from
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, it was me and Eric were hanging out.
Yeah, I haven't seen a high pitch Eric in around.
Or High Perrick.
I haven't seen high Perrick at all, or high pitch. But if you want to come on,
Yeah, we'll have High Pitch on. He's a great guy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He was actually, if anybody's selling a car, he's looking for a car because I had my car up on the marketplace.
My neighbor's selling a car for about $5,000. One of my very, very close neighbors. It's like a 4-door sedan, Honda-ish type of thing, and it's a family I trust very much. So.
Yeah. All right.
Let me know.
I'll reach out to High Pitch after the show. He's a good guy. Hello,
Yeah.
Mister.
But I just love to know the dynamic. And then when the family hears like, you were doing what, you fucking jerk?
Yeah, exactly. Family dinner is going to be really weird now.
Well, how about it? How about at the girl's parents' house?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we found out why we had no baby. And why is that? He was fucking me in the ass whole time. You believe that, Dad? Pass the lo mein.
I don't think they eat lo mein.
No.
I don't think that's a really.
You know what? Honestly, all kidding aside, the best Asian food places are the ones that you go into where there are Asians in.
100%.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. There's the Orient and Bethpage is
The
very
Asians
good.
eat
Chef
there?
Wang in New Hyde Park is my
Yep.
favorite.
What about Wohop in?
Oh, yeah.
Wohop in the city.
Yep, absolutely.
Like when you go to Wohop, and there's only about 6 tables,
Yeah.
but you always see an Asian person, and they shovel their food in. It's like
exactly.
It's whatever they do, they have a very good flow.
They shovel it in,
Yeah.
and then they chew the fish heads with the other hand.
That's right. They bite the fish heads off,
Yeah.
and they shovel in the rice.
They do like Garfield, like you pull the fish out of
Right,
your
it's all of the bone, but just the end of it is
Yeah,
there, in the
exactly.
shape. But you know that if you're in a good place like that,
It's all Asians. We have Fortune Wheel over here in Levittown. All
so it's
Asians.
interesting. I worked right over there. God, I hate when I talk about my day job because then people get so.
He works
like,
at
what?
BJ's.
I don't understand. Yeah, like I own BJ's. Okay, but Fortune Wheel is only Asian people. You don't see any regulars in there at all.
I walk in there, it's like the record stops.
You don't see. That's right. Oh no, we don't have no more dim sum for this guy.
They literally have food that they don't have on their menu that they won't give you and they
Right.
won't tell you about.
Yeah.
What is it called? Con something.
Yeah.
But like
Condoms?
Carla was asking them about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we have it."
Yeah,
And
sorry.
they didn't want to serve it to us because we
Yeah.
weren't Asian, but they were all eating. All the Asians
Yeah,
were
all
eating.
the
It was a
Asians.
delicious soup, a delicious seafood soup.
Yeah.
And they brought it over to us, but they totally didn't want to serve it to us.
You're a soup lover. You
I
do
am a
love
soup.
soup.
I do love soup.
They're very big for their dim sum. They supposedly have like dim sum
Yeah.
carts that
Yep.
get rolled
Yeah,
around
those are
over
all,
there.
you ever went to one of those there?
I've never gone to, and I work next door to it, and I'm over there.
You got to do it. We do it on like Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
We'll go over there. Carla eats chicken feet.
Chicken
she loves
feet?
the chicken feet that they have there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That doesn't shock me for some
The
reason.
girl won't eat a friggin' spoonful of peanut butter, but she'll eat a chicken
Right.
foot.
That's right. Don't give me the GIF, but give me that rooster's foot.
That's been stepping in its own shit for 20 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, they probably clean the shit off,
No,
I would
they don't.
assume. No, exactly. I don't like it over there just because the parking lot, it's the dumpster is right in front of the place, and it just smells like hot garbage in the middle of August.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to go have some chicken feet right now. After I puked in the parking lot, I'm going to go ahead and load up on chicken feet and peanut butter.
You're right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I didn't know you went there. That's interesting.
Good place.
Yeah, you guys are definitely culturally gifted when it comes to food. You guys are smart.
Carla is.
Yeah.
She's rubbed off on me.
Yeah, no, you definitely are very, very. You're just knowledgeable. You're a knowledgeable person.
Thank you. I try to.
All you guys
be
are.
universal.
You are universal. Yeah. So that's some of the current event stuff. Anything newsworthy aside from the birthday that we need to talk about? Because I have a couple of little Herschy anecdotes that I wanted to cover.
Quickly, not to bring everything down, but we did have another loss in the comedy community, Long Island comedy this week. Our buddy James Raniolo passed away.
Yeah. So
I just want to mention that.
We should properly acknowledge that because
took all the shine off my birthday.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of who this was, but I will say that the outpouring of comments and posts about him makes me feel like this was a very loved guy.
Everybody knew him, loved him. He was a good guy.
You knew him, Tone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was he ever governor? It's like that.
Didn't a Giggle Room a few times.
Giggle Room,
Really?
he hung out here, but he
Okay.
ran like all the open mics, like at the Alibi Lounge in Farmingdale,
Okay.
and like all those places.
Yeah, I really was surprised though when people said,
Really
this
nice.
guy.
I wasn't super close to him. I did some shows with him, and we were friendly. But like, I'm very friendly with a lot of people that were very close to him.
Yeah.
Pat Dunn, who I love.
Yeah, Patrick Dunn, sure.
Was like one of his best friends. They had like a little memorial thing for him the other night on my birthday at the Alibi Lounge in Farmingdale. I stopped down there. It was really nice turnout, and you can tell how many people like this kid. Yeah,
I have not seen a negative thing about it. Not that people would post negative things, but people really going out of their way to say what a class act this kid was.
Yeah, good kid.
And I was sorry to hear it. I'm sorry I never met him because he sounded like a super guy.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to bring that up. Good kid.
Absolutely, young man. And listen, may he rest in peace, and certainly, most importantly, may his family, who he left behind, which I'm sure there's siblings. I know that a sister had posted something.
There's a sister and a brother, I believe. Too.
Any parents, or we don't know?
I think he has parents. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he has an aunt. His aunt went to the memorial service the other night.
Yeah, it's got to be absolutely beyond excruciating for people to lose a special kid like that. So rest in peace, and all the love to his family and all the people that cared about him.
Next time, don't do it on my birthday.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, things happen.
I walked into the memorial thing. I'm like, this is a weird way for you guys to throw me a surprise party, but I'm in.
You broke the ice a little bit.
Yeah, but it was good. He would appreciate stuff like that. That's why
sometimes at things like that, wakes, funerals, the people that are part of it, the children or whatever it is, they appreciate a little levity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Especially in our community.
Yeah.
So I would say I wasn't doing comedy for very long, and Chris Roach's mom had passed. This is going back many years ago. Yeah. And I knew Roach well enough that I felt like I needed to go to the wake, and I also just wanted to be part of the community, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I showed up to the wake, and I was wearing slacks and a sports jacket, but the sports jacket had those patches on the sleeves.
Yeah.
I don't why I had a jacket like that. Who I got it from? Did I purchase it that way? And Roach came up to me and goes, "Are you wearing a velour jacket with patches to my mother's wake?" And I'm like, I am. He's like, "Dude, that's fucking unbelievable." Yeah. So that was like,
you about to teach us Shakespeare right now?
I think I was about to. I was going to do something about Orpheus. Yeah. But I don't know. That was like he made me feel more comfortable that I was a little part of the community.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that I know. Like when my father passed away. And people were at my house, and at first it was like people were like a little bit weird, and then eventually DiDomenico showed up, and Roach showed up, Andrea from the club showed up, and I remember liking that there were people from my comedy community there. Yeah. It made me, I don't know, feel a little bit better about things. So,
yeah, definitely.
So yeah, so again, rest in peace to that dude and his family.
Yeah,
we wish
good
them
kid.
well. But so I had a couple things that had happened that totally describe my my lack of masculinity. Masculinity?
No, masculine.
Mescaline.
Your lack
I
of
took
mescaline.
mescaline salad, and I was taking tabs. So the other day I called up. I called my buddy John Harrington. John Harrington lives around the block. Friendly with his wife Sue and the kids. We're good friends with them. So I FaceTimed him, and I called him, and then he FaceTimed me back. He's like I'm on the job. I'll FaceTime you back. So he's a building. He manages construction sites and things like that. Some sort of big, heavy, highfalutin
He's on
job.
a job. He's not on the job.
He's on the job site, I think.
Okay.
is what it was. I don't know. So anyway,
Very misleading.
in between the time that I call him and he FaceTimes me back, I had cut my fingernails outside. I was clipping my nails, but one of them got a little snag on them.
Oh. Wow.
So, but it was too short to the cuticle. It was too close to the cuticle to cut. So then I went and got one of Stacy's emery boards. Okay, you know the emery boards, like the emery board is like a long sandpaper thing.
No.
So I'm outside on the porch with my foot up on the chair, and then Harrington he FaceTimes me back, and he's on one of those outdoor elevators that are not actually an elevator yet. It's like a service elevator in a building that's not fully built yet.
Doing the manliest thing you
Dude,
possibly.
motherfucker was like hard hat, but he's like, what the fuck's a hard hat gonna do if I fall off of this thing?
Exactly.
You know, so he was like on like the 20th floor, orange vest, hard hat, and I was sitting there with the emery board, just
filing your nails.
shaving down a cuticle area.
You were filing your nails.
And I didn't tell him because I was so embarrassed. I was so demasculinized or something that he's telling me about this job that he's on a Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock. He's like busting it, making money for his
Chugging
family.
a tall boy at Budweiser.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're sitting probably in sandals.
Filing
your nails.
No, I
on
had
your
no
front
shoes
porch.
on. I had my foot.
I could just imagine the things your neighbors see.
It's horrible. It's so bad.
Do you know your neighbors call me sometimes?
They do call you?
They do.
Yeah. Which one? Sue and John, you mean?
Some neighbors,
Tina and
sometimes
Greg?
they tell me
Yeah.
about all the weird shit. They must be. Do you have any really annoying habits that really stick
Yes.
out with your neighbors?
Yes.
What's that? What happens?
No, I'm not telling you. Why? They told you already. Did they?
Does your car alarm go off every fucking day, like
motherfucker.
3 times a day?
Suzanne! What did you do?
I'm not gonna say it was Suzanne. We might even have a clip. I don't know.
What?
I don't.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. What the fuck?
Sending this to Keegan.
What the fuck? Dude, what the hell?
This is a daily occurrence.
I mean, I can't believe she did this.
Suzanne messaged me and she goes, "This is every day."
Sending this to Keegan.
That's the key again.
If you listen closely with that clip, you can actually hear you saying, "I don't know what's going on."
I didn't know what was going on, and
this
the crazy thing
happens
was,
every
I
day.
can't believe
We
she
hate
videotaped
him.
that. I can't believe she videotaped that. What happened was, so basically,
Thank you, Sue.
I have a keychain with my keys and Anna's keys. We both have Ford Edges, and I can never tell the goddamn difference. I don't know. I've never actually marketed which one is which. So for some reason, I must have hit the alarm on one, and then to stop the alarm, I hit the alarm button again, and the next thing you know, they were both alarming, but nothing was turning them off. Nothing was turning them off.
But you're walking to your car like this is just something that happens. This is my walk to the car, my daily walk to the car with the alarm going off.
Absolutely. That's not something that wouldn't happen.
So nonchalant. But your poor neighbors.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely something that can happen commonly. It took a while.
I know. They told me.
I didn't know she was videotaping, to be honest with you. I had no idea. That's pretty funny, though.
That was great.
Yeah, so that did happen. That happened like the same day or the day after as the fingernail
The
thing.
nail filing incident?
Yeah, like I said, I wish I would have videotaped that or FaceTime video that because, like I said.
It's like you're watching soap operas. You're just sitting there eating bonbons.
And there are guys like they're drilling, and John's on this very unsafe pulley, elevator.
And you're just doing this.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that because if you get that fingernail hooked on something,
Oh, yeah,
could
it'll rip, yeah.
No, it can. You pull a sock or something, and the next thing you know, it's just a catastrophic disaster.
This guy's drilling.
Yeah, cement. Yeah, he's running a job like a major skyscraper.
This guy's putting rivets into steel.
Exactly.
And you're afraid that you're gonna get your fingernail caught on your sock.
He's like like that one famous picture where there's 6 guys eating lunch.
They're just eating
on
lunch.
One, that old picture.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yep,
Just-
exactly.
Yeah. So
And you're like, hold on, I gotta file this nail down so I don't get it caught on my sock.
don't want to hurt my cuticle. Yeah. So that was mortifying. That was definitely mortifying that day. Yeah. The other thing that's starting to really piss me off about you. I don't know if
Me? What do I do?
do you ever go to the old posts and you can go the only way you can really determine as to who has deleted you on Facebook is by going to posts and then clicking to see all the likes on them, and then you can scroll down. It says friend,
Yep.
and then you have all of a
Add
sudden
friend.
add friend. You're like, what the fuck is this? And the last 3 times that I've done that, it's been all people that I knew through you, basically, that have deleted me clearly because of my relationship to you. Okay, so I don't understand.
I'm thinning the herd for you by by being a bit of a rapscallion.
So at first my thoughts are, because in my grandiose level of sensitivity, my first thoughts are this. Did I do something that had pissed them off or said something?
Well, how great is it that you have me? Because hey, it's not me, it's Keegan.
It's so one of them blocked me. Okay,
Ooh, that's
this
block
other
is a
girl
big-
just did a deletion, but it was someone who used to like and laugh at my posts and things like that. So for me, when I lose a good audience member, it hurts.
Oh, we know. We see the shows.
You see, you've been there. But when it's someone who doesn't participate, I'm like, that fucking idiot never really was part of the deal.
But
anyway.
This is somebody that did participate.
Oh, she was into it. Yeah,
and I'm killing your algorithm. I think.
my algorithm is totally crushed. What would you? We're not going to mention any names, but there's one particular one, the last one I mentioned to you.
I don't know
what happened.
I don't know what I might have done to that person though, because I'm friends with a family member of theirs also who still talks to me.
Right,
and,
right.
I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know. I guess maybe.
Was there anything pre-Carla? Any type of relationship with her?
A little bit. A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little something.
It could have been. Obviously, this is going back 5 years ago or more.
But yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with me being in a relationship now, though, because we were friends for a little while.
Yeah. Maybe
it's just like she's like, oh, I give up, and now
the pain's too real.
The pain's too real.
Yeah.
And now I have his best friend too, and that reminds me of him also. So maybe that's what it is.
I don't know, buddy, but it definitely it threw me off, and I'm like, this guy's ruining every single facet of my life.
That person doesn't even come up when I search for them, so they obviously blocked me. They didn't just delete me.
Blocked you.
So I'm blocked. You're only deleted.
Deleted.
So it definitely is. I am the root cause of that.
I mean, it also could have something to do with your political. Is she a lefty? Is that what it is?
Not particularly.
No?
Not outspoken.
No.
Never argued on Facebook about politics.
Amazing.
It's probably just my personality.
Yeah, it's definitely your personality. Speaking of personality,
Sorry.
well, I got a really nice text about you the other day.
Ooh.
I don't know if I think I told you this. Someone had wrote to me. They said I was watching video of the last podcast and Keegan looks really great. How has he done it? And I just wrote back, my Keegan has AIDS.
Ah!
I wrote back, my Keegan has AIDS.
You're not supposed to tell everyone.
So I'm assuming the text is going to respond with, LOL, you're a dick. That's not funny. And the person wrote back with, how did he get AIDS?
So it is just
And I'm like,
So it's
what?
so believable that I could probably have AIDS.
Well, I mean, I think that they probably figured that versus
No, no,
a
no,
lot of burpees,
yeah, exactly.
push-ups, and windmills. And
I don't
stuff.
see you putting effort into anything.
Yeah, like they didn't see you at CrossFit at all. So it was just, how did he get AIDS?
Hey,
And I'm like, no, it was.
I got it at CrossFit.
Yeah, I said it was rusty needles, and yeah, they.
Thank you for not making it the gay AIDS.
No, it didn't make. I mean, I just was surprised that they weren't taken aback by it.
That it's not out of the realm of possibility that I can contract HIV.
Yeah,
Which will morph into fully blown AIDS.
right. That's exactly. Well, they're gonna make Philadelphia 2 about Mike Keegan. That would be great. There was a story that I told. We have a really, really, really terrific thread. Me, you, and the guys from Dripping Water. What is it called?
Trending weather.
The weather trends.
The weather trends.
Right. Say it again.
Treading water.
Treading water.
Treading water.
Hugh Grant. Is it Hugh Grant?
Hugh Grant and Travis Barker.
Travis Barker from Blink 182. What is the name of that band he's in? Green Day? Yeah, he died in a plane crash.
Travis Barker is Blink 182, right?
I don't know, but it's our friends Hugh Murray the Fourth and Travis Grant, two guys that we love a lot. Two guys. Did you just pass gas
No,
under
I
the
didn't.
desk? I don't know what the hell was that.
That's what I've been saying.
Tony.
I've been hearing noises the whole
my
time. I
God.
don't know where
Your
it's coming
chair
from.
is, your
Not
chair is
me.
squeaking.
Do you need to oil your leg, Tony?
Maybe.
Oh, you like the
I'll
scarecrow?
I'll oil it for you.
Hold on a second. So we have a thread. Myself, Mike, Hugh Murray, and Travis Grant, and it's really an exceptionally funny thread.
It is.
Like, I'll get some really. I'm not an easy laugh, but that thread makes
They're
me
two
laugh.
of the funniest guys.
Yeah, and we are.
No,
two of
and
the
we are.
funniest guys.
Yeah, we're no slouches either.
Yeah, but there was a story that I had told in the thread the other day, and like everyone's like, "LOL, that's the fucking funniest story ever." And then Mike writes back, "We have a podcast. Why have you never told that story before?"
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
And I don't know why I haven't told the story, but I'm going to tell the story.
Tell the
Yes.
story.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so podcast worthy.
You know what? I don't know why I never told the story. So I don't know how the subject came up. We were talking about dating and blind dates, and I said that obviously I've been with the same woman since I'm 22, 23 years old. So any dates that I had,
As far as she knows,
any dates that I had were well previous to that, since previous to the fall of '94. Okay,
could you
so
go back from the desk a little bit? That's you making that
is
noise.
me doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm itching my foot. Sorry about
Oh,
that.
it's okay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that was me all along. It wasn't. It wasn't your rusty old leg or Keegan passing gas. So this was probably like a year into college, maybe 2 years. A guy that I went to college with, him and his girlfriend decided they wanted to take me on a blind date with a girl that they knew, and they thought that she would like me and I would like her. And you know, when I was that age, I had no interest. Like, I just liked just being single and
Partying,
and
doing-
yeah,
yeah.
like if you wind up feeling a girl's tits at a party,
Yeah,
like it was
exactly,
great.
yeah.
But I had no interest. But he's like, no, we're gonna go see this so and so movie, and I'm like, all right, I want to see that movie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fine, you know. So I was like, that was really it. Like, if it was like a dinner or something, like I wouldn't have done it. But a
Yeah.
movie, like,
Yeah, exactly.
there's not much.
There's
that has
something
to
for
go
me to
on.
do.
Yeah, there's not, I'll smoke a joint and I'll go to the movie, whatever. So, so me and this guy meet them. We were going separately because they're coming from one place. So they park the car, and this guy's girlfriend is driving, and then the door that the girl's coming out of, the blind date, is facing me, and I see her pull up. I'm like, oh my God, like, she's attractive. Like,
Hubba.
I'm like, this is gonna work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it opens the door. I get to see her, and I'm like, even better. Like, she's nicely presented. And then as she starts walking to the car, I notice that in a pronounced fashion, she has one leg longer than the other. Okay, and it wasn't the case, God forbid, Tony, where like there was a
I
surgical
can adjust.
procedure.
Yeah, I can
No, it
adjust
wasn't
mine.
like you could adjust it. You can have one longer leg. You can
Maybe
have
like her
a
heel
pogo
broke on her
stick.
shoes.
No.
No?
Her
No.
heel was missing. I think her actual heel. Yeah, and
Her body heel had broken.
the whole heel was gone. Yeah, and it wasn't like the way it looked like. a specialized shoe may have helped the situation, and there wasn't even the effort put forth to do that.
Really? Oh, so then you know she's not a keeper.
And
'cause she doesn't-
sometimes, listen, I've seen, like older men, come back from the military and somehow there was something where their one leg was longer, or polio will do that. Well, she didn't have polio. She wasn't in the Korean War, okay? And she
Korean War.
she didn't put forth the effort to fix this situation.
Get a big shoe.
A big
lady.
shoe, one of those big heels. They even have them. Like, you can get one of them. An orthotic.
She can get like a pink one. Yeah.
Something.
She can bedazzle it, make it look a little
Yeah,
nice.
you want to go ahead and get the bedazzler, and
But she
put on,
ended up just walking around like a baby deer.
just. She's just walking around. There's no bedazzle. There's no rhinestones. There's no nothing. She could have had a little something on there, and so for me, it was over.
Did she acknowledge it at all?
So no, she didn't. Hey, I'm a little stumpy. No, it wasn't. And she was, and this is, listen, not to toot my own horn, but she was smitten with me. There was no question. When me and George went, I
Was
said his
she
name.
head over heels with you?
She was head over heel. She was head over heel for me. That's exactly right. But when I went to the bathroom with this guy, he's like, dude, she told so-and-so, his girlfriend, that she's really into you. And I'm like, well, I mean, that makes sense. But, he's like, so, she's down to, like, that, like, we were
DTF.
young, like,
Yeah.
And I was like, no, like,
Really?
No. I'm like, no, sir. No, sir. I mean, I'm a lover anyway. I wasn't that kind of guy.
Yeah, you're not playing games. You don't.
No, I didn't.
You don't want to lead her on.
I was a romancer. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? I wasn't the kind of guy doing those things. But so obviously, when the night was over, all I had to do was walk at a normal pace, and she couldn't catch up. And there was no chase involved. She
didn't have a little hitch in her giddy up trying to chase after you.
She was clogging along, and I was just at my normal pace.
She's still up there trying to catch
Yeah.
us.
She's still trying to get you.
It was actually at the Comac Cinemas, which is no longer in existence. Yeah, but and then like the next day,
Get away, Quasimodo.
I saw this guy, and I'm like, dude, you think you could have told me? Like, that would have been something that,
Did he know? He knew?
Fuck yeah, he knew.
Man.
He fucking absolutely knew. But he was the kind of guy where if she had a fucking, a thumb sticking out of her forehead, he wouldn't have told me. Like, he didn't see things like that.
Was it because he's such a good guy, or because
He's a great guy? No. He's a terrific guy. Terrific guy who wouldn't
He's one of those
have-
people just like sees the good in people.
Yeah, exactly. And meanwhile, the real conversation the next day was, why don't you fucking tell me he was a Jew? You didn't tell me. You fucking asshole.
He was a little short.
Yeah, I had to act like I wanted to bang him just to make him feel better. But he was so little and stumpy. And that nose. And that wine. And he made me split the popcorn with him. Fucking Christ almighty. Fuck you, George, basically.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so...
That's. I wish I would love to have been on that date, though, to see.
Dude, I'll never... I can... There are certain things in your life that you can remember
And
so vividly.
That woman now, Heather Mills McCartney.
Oh, man. Could you
Could've
imagine?
been.
Is she still alive?
No, she died. Oh, is she?
No,
Oh, the
she's
other one.
alive.
The other one died.
But someone died with a leg. Wasn't there?
A couple people died with.
No,
legs.
but wasn't there someone who had
Mike
a
Jones
spouse?
still with us.
God.
Like a famous
A famous person was married to someone.
with one leg who died.
I don't know.
Don't
Don't you know all the people, Tony?
I'll have to. I'll have to check the newsletter.
Just check the text thread.
True story. I was at a McCartney concert. I had good seats. This is back in 2002.
Yep.
Heather Mills McCartney walked past us.
Shut the fuck up.
And she, in my opinion, is a good-looking woman.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm
She was
watching
very
her. Yeah.
attractive.
So as she passed, and she got about 50 feet away, and she fell.
Oh, wow.
And me being me, and she got right back up. She was fine. If she was hurt, different story. But she was
Yeah.
fine. So me being
Yeah.
6 months later, I got sick, and then
Oh
I
my
lost my
God.
leg.
So
Karma.
It's a
hold
true
on a
story.
second.
True story.
You were fully legged at that point.
I was I was a whole man at
You
the time.
were 2 full legs. You make fun of
man,
Paul
that's what
McCartney's
happened.
wife
Yep.
with a missing leg, laughing, and you wake up with a carcinoma in your fucking knee.
Exactly.
Next thing you know, they're sawing his leg off.
Yeah, tell me the Beatles aren't in the Illuminati.
That's exactly right. Holy shit,
Oh
Tony!
my God,
that's a
that's-
crazy fucking story.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's a crazy story.
Yep.
That is.
Really. If we go outside and there's an attack of gimpy women outside, we're fucked. We're totally fucked if that happens. Really fucked. So good. I'm
Oh
glad
my
you guys
God.
like that story.
What a great story that is. Yeah.
You know one thing we didn't cover, another local current event story that we didn't cover. This happened, I think, right after our last show. The fucking insanity not far from your house in Belmore.
Oh my God.
That's
I was
like 3 miles from your house.
I work like right up the block.
3
from
miles from your house, a block around your job. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you? Let's go ahead. Tell the people what happened that day.
I might have video of that.
There was an African American man-woman. It was a man-woman.
Well, it was
right?
alleged to be a man originally, and then they found out it was a woman.
Oh, I thought it was originally a woman. In the,
Either way, it's not that significantly part of the story,
that's
though.
all I care about.
And always, yeah. Coming out of what, the Walgreens, was it?
Coming out of the Walgreens on Jerusalem Avenue, I guess.
Yes.
Jerusalem and Newbridge, I guess. Jerusalem
Something like
and Belmore
that.
Avenue.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's in the middle of the street. I don't know whether she's on drugs or whatever, but she was brandishing a weapon, a gun.
Almost like when you came in and you did the start.
Woohoo!
Yeah, exactly.
She was waving a gun around and like shooting it up like Yosemite Sam.
Right, exactly.
And at one point she had it pointed at her head,
Which would have been a great ending to the story.
which would have been the best ending. Like,
Yeah.
the cop fucked everything up, I think.
Right, exactly. Just let her do it.
Let her
Slow
do it,
down.
yeah.
Let's just wait a second.
But she's standing there and
Yeah.
has the gun to her head, and then you see a Nassau County police car come in
cruiser
and
come in,
sideswipe her.
blast the motherfucker.
Blast her in the side.
Yeah.
Doesn't like hit her like dead on, just perfectly like performs like a pit maneuver on this.
It was perfect.
Would you like me to play it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
go ahead.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
I
play
was
it.
doing the this is easier.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Where's
I don't
where
want
was
to
the
see
trooper in that one?
I don't want to see Suglina demasculinizing me. Is it playing, Tone?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
it's.
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
There
boom.
she goes. Boom.
Just pops him, and then the cops on the foot patrolmen come out
Yeah.
and tie him up, whatever it was.
tie it up.
And it did not have any damage from
Not
that.
at all. Like
Yeah.
perfectly hit her where
Yeah.
it's just like it just sideswiped her and knocked the gun right out of her hand.
Knocked the
Right,
gun
yep.
out, and they got it. But think about it, like
Yeah.
that intersection. I'm over there all the time. You're
I
over
was
there all
at
the
work
time.
and I was reading on Facebook that they shut down the whole street there. I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna get home?
So I watched it when it came on. I'm like, what kind of fucking backwoods half-ass town is this? I figured it was like,
Right, exactly.
Alabama.
Yeah,
And
where are the Whitakers?
they're like, no, I'm like, there's another Belmore? They're like, no, it's your Belmore.
There's a Belmore in Florida.
It's like there's another Belmore, New York, in Belmore. Yeah. So right, exactly. I'm like, where is this?
What part of Atlanta
Is this by Tampa?
What part of Atlanta is this?
Yeah. They're like, no, that's the Walgreens
Well,
near your house.
Exactly. Yeah, that was
Fucking
wild.
scary, man.
That is scary.
Scary shit.
I could have been stopped at that red light.
Right.
I
You could have been at the Walgreens picking up your normal prescription of penicillin, and that could have happened. What do you got? Tony's reading something there. What do you got, Tony?
Nothing.
Oh, no.
I mean, it just lists some names of people who are watching, but there were no more comments.
No more slander?
Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
okay. No more slander. That's good. So you
Yeah,
like
was
that
wild.
story, the
That's
Belmore shooter
oh my
story.
God,
Yeah.
when I saw it, because all I saw was just I'm like, oh, this is crazy. There's a woman with a gun, and then I saw that cop car come and just sideswipe her. I'm like,
Yes.
this is awesome.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think that cop got 20 points for that hit.
Oh God in heaven! Yeah, that's
But,
right.
yeah.
I haven't followed up the story. I guess once I found out that it wasn't a kill, I was like, I'm not that interested
I know
in the story.
exactly. Yeah.
Because honestly, that we don't know if that person was going to shoot someone. I mean, they were brandishing
Absolutely,
a weapon.
Yeah, I think
So-
they shot fires. Shot fires.
They shot fires. They were lighting fires.
Fired shots.
No, there was a lot of fires in Belmore that day.
She
Yeah.
did shoot
did
the gun
shoot
in the
it,
air
yeah.
once or twice.
Yeah, it's just crazy that happened in our
And,
town. Right?
She was out of jail the next day, and they gave her a pair of Met tickets.
That was,
That's how they. That's our beautiful country.
yeah. Well, on that note, It is. We're almost at a wrap here. It was so good to be back with you guys.
Oh, yeah. This is home.
A lot of laughs, and this show is going to take off. We know it is. This particular episode probably specifically.
Yeah.
Just wait. Mikey's going to be doing some editing probably within the next day or so of a
We got
little skit.
A little skit coming out, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
I think we're excited about that. And we have a couple of things coming up. We have Tony Walker has a super exciting show coming up on September 17th at the Brokerage Comedy Club in Belmore.
I do.
It's his traveling road show, Knock 'em Dead Comedy, Murder Mystery Tour. Is that what it is?
The Murder Mystery Tour is coming to the
What do you think of that?
Brokerage in
Off the top of
Belmore.
my head, I was able to remember all that and get most of it correct.
Most of it, yeah.
Yeah. So just say what it is realistically.
Knock 'em Dead Comedy. It's a dinner theater troupe. We do murder mysteries and game shows, and we have a comedic audience participation murder mystery at the Brokerage Sunday, September 17th.
That
Not too far from where that colored lady was shooting the guns.
no, we don't say
Don't say lady. I
we
know.
don't
it was
say
a
don't say
person.
that. I will say from experience, these shows of Tony's almost always sell out.
How many have you been to, Mark?
It's irrelevant how many I've been to. I know for a fact they sell out. Brokerage is not a big room. It's 175 seats. So I imagine this is going to be something like that. So please get your tickets at govs.com. Is that right, Tony?
That is correct. Thank you very much.
Very good.
October 14th at McGuire's as well.
Oh, you're bringing it out to Suffolk, too.
Yeah,
Oh,
why not?
nice.
McGuire's in Bohemia as well. And Mikey, now that this whole birthday shendango fraudulent show was done on Friday with Carrie Carvis and Jeff Bosey, what do you have coming up?
How about Friday night? Why don't they come on down here to Governor's Comedy Club main room? It'll be they're doing just an all-star showcase.
On Friday, there's
Friday and Saturday they're doing them. I'm on the Friday night show. Though,
so there's no quote unquote headliner this weekend.
I'm going to be there. Oh no, no.
Okay,
no, there's
Friday,
no actual. There's going to be a headliner. I don't know who it is, but it's
someone's going to close the show, but it's not.
It's going to be like one of the showcases where you get to see a lot of the local talent that works here.
For the people that have seen me perform over the years, they'll know that the shows like that are the best shows.
Yeah.
Because you get to see 7, 8, 9 acts, and even if you don't like one of the acts, another one's coming right down the pike after that.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a 45-minute headline. You're going to get probably a 20-minute headline.
And on those shows, you're going to get 4 or 5 of the people that headline the clubs regularly.
Yeah. So govs.com for that Friday and Saturday night. Mikey's on the Friday show.
Yep.
Tony Walker September 17th, and me holding in a cough that I'm gonna let go as soon as we're done.
Is that what that was? I thought he was crying.
Oh my God, I can't believe.
Why don't you come down Friday night?
I can't. I'll be here. No, I'll definitely be here on Friday. I can't believe that I turned that girl down with the leg, but
imagine you could have had little octopus babies.
little Quasimodo, yeah. So. Thanks for following. Thanks for watching. Make sure you share this, pass it along. And that's it. Have a good night. We love you guys.
Good night, guys.
Quasimodo.
Hang on. You're still on. Hang on.
Oh.
What you say?
So,
okay, we're out.
Quasimodo.